All right, y'all, let's get it started. Man, what you're about to hear, I'm going to warn you now. It is one of the saddest things you've probably heard in a long time. And it's going to get you in your feels, but I mean, it's to bring awareness to how people end up homeless and some of the stories of the people out there. And it just, it's interesting. So I just want you to keep an open mind and just listen to the heart of the person that's in this video.
Drop you off on your 18th birthday to go be homeless. That's that's not right at all. If if I asked your parents why they did that, what do you think their response to me would be?
I've been a bad kid. I wasn't really good, so we sent her to a program that helps you get on your feet on your own, get a job, earn money for yourself, be prepared for what comes next.
They could have at least taken you out to eat, done that, and then, y'all take off the next day or whatever, but they didn't even do that. I mean, so, I just met you with the other young lady right here, and she
Yeah.
said she was trying to help you because
So, just to give you some context, it seems as the person who edited this video, they kind of brought the last part of the video to the front. This is actually kind of the ending, so I don't know how that ended up that way. But you're kind of hearing how this person ended up homeless, and what you'll hear is it sounds like the person the person that's homeless is talking about biological parents, but I want to make it clear that the people that they're talking about, or that she's talking about, is actual adoptive parents that did this to her. So her biological parents weren't even in the picture in the first place, and then now she had adoptive parents that also did her wrong as well. So, but here it goes.
you just got pushed down.
Yeah,
Somebody just pushed you.
yeah.
She was
What happened?
assaulted.
A car drove up, a red car drove up with some food, like donations for the homeless. Some food, and there was like $2 with the chicken back, and I was like, oh my gosh, $2? Hey, I'm homeless. I don't have a roof over my head. I'm trying to get by in life, trying to get food, water, clothes. And I was like, oh my gosh, $2. That's exciting. Although everybody would be like, oh, $25 would be better. Or like even $100. It was just fucking $2 and I was waiting in line. And then she kept looking at me and I was looking at her. And then I looked away and then her ass was walking towards me and shoved me. And I was like, what did I do? And then she was like, she cursed me out over there, and I was like, okay. And then I threw my $2 and the chicken away.
Oh my gosh, isn't this just awful? This girl who's homeless, she's 18, just turned 18. Now she's homeless because she's now of age. So the parents that she had now no longer feel obligated to take care of her. And so now she's out here fighting for her life, fighting for a meal, fighting for resources. And she got assaulted by some lady over $2 and a meal, and it was so bad that the girl just let it go. She said, "I don't even want it," but she's also homeless, so she needed it. So it was just a bad spot. And again, she's young; she's never been in this position before, and it's just, oh man, the fact that somebody would do this to her is just, it's just unfortunate. But come on, let's continue. There's more to it.
Just threw it because I was fed up. Next time, if you don't want to take care of kids, wear condoms. Like health class teaches you. If you don't know how to raise a child, and if you don't know how to pay child support, and if you don't like kids, use fucking condoms or get a vasectomy. Do that for a change. Instead of dropping a child off at a fucking homeless shelter because you don't want to look at them anymore. I'm sorry. I'm just getting very.
No, it's okay. You got to let it out.
Yeah.
You got to let it out.
Yeah.
You got to let it out.
It's so unfortunate.
What message do you have for them?
Just like, I would say, next time when a kid is struggling with schoolwork, help them out, because you never know. They might actually be struggling. And let them hang out with friends more too. Because if you isolate them from friends for your entire life, they get antisocial and being called retarded for my entire freaking life.
Who called you that?
My parents. And then them saying that I was faking for my entire life, and I was like, bruh, if you didn't like this type of child, why the fuck would you get them? If you prefer another child instead of me,
Oh my God.
just flat out say it.
So she's complaining that her adoptive parents got her because really they just got her for the check. They adopted her so they can get a check for her, but they really didn't take care of her, didn't love her. They complained about her and her learning abilities. They didn't even consider the fact that she could be autistic, which from her mannerisms and how she speaks, and just kind of like if you've ever dealt with people on that level that has autism, you can see that she suffers from some type of autism. They should have got her evaluated so you can find out what type of autism she have, and then learn how to help her, or learn how what she needs to in order to teach her how to be an adult to survive on her own. Right now, she's out there all alone on the streets of Atlanta without any assistance, without even knowing anything about her own situation. Like she's just hurting. This is awful, man. And like the fact that this young lady is suffering, she's is suffering so bad. Like if you even hear from her voice, she's like talking about like not even being alive. She said, you like the parents who gave birth to her shouldn't have never even gave birth to her, because if you weren't going to take care of a kid, then you should have wore a condom. And that is a message to a lot of these deadbeat and bad parents that's out here. Like if you know you don't want to be a parent, or you have an idea of what type of parent you are, just don't have kids, please. Well, let's continue to hear her story. There's even more to it. It gets worse.
Just say it. I know you don't like me, but for you to just take me in for child support and drop me off at a homeless shelter, that's not cool. That's not cool.
She's crying.
That was my 18th birthday, so I kind of went to a homeless shelter, but that.
So notice, if you notice it right before that clip, she had a bunch of tears. And then now it jumps to the beginning and she doesn't have tears. I don't know how this video got cut the way it did, but basically now you're at the beginning and you get to hear how they got to the point to where she's crying tears.
Homeless shelter sent me to another program due to my behavior.
How long have you been sleeping outside?
For a few days.
A few days?
Yeah, I haven't been keeping count.
Okay.
Besides, I couldn't really hang out with friends after school. It was okay.
Oh, why did you end up having to become homeless on your 18th birthday?
You hear how awful that is? They put the girl out on her 18th birthday, and listen how she got bamboozled, because she thought that they were asking her about the future. Like, oh, what do you want to do for the future? But that is not what they did. Listen to how they did her.
I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, okay, so what?
It was my 18th birthday, and according to law, on your 18th birthday, you are now considered an adult and you gotta get out.
Well, you don't have to get out. A lot of 18-year-olds live with their parents.
I mean, yeah, but...
So let me ask you this. Do your parents know that you're homeless?
Yeah, I mean...
They do?
I mean, yeah, they were the ones who dropped me to the homeless shelter, so...
Man.
These are your biological parents?
No.
Okay, these are your adopted parents?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So they adopted you and your brother.
Yeah,
What age? Do you remember what age you was adopted at?
4.
4.
Yeah.
So do you remember life before you were adopted?
Yeah, I was, let's just say, spoiled. I was really freaking spoiled.
Why would your adopted parents drop you off at the shelter
Doesn't it make you wonder what happened to our original parents? It makes you wonder.
miles, thousands of miles away, or hundreds or whatever?
Hey, it's a good place to get a job, bruh. Like, literally, you could get a job here.
Did you ask to come here,
I mean,
or did they just bring you here?
not really. They questioned me about it. They were like, where would you want to go in life? And I was like, making fantasy estimated guess because I thought they were joking. I was like, oh, London, Atlanta, Great Britain, I don't know. Then next thing you know, I have a suitcase and we're packing in a rush to come to Atlanta. So, like,
How did that make you feel?
I was nervous and scared, but at the same time, I was really sad. Like, really, really sad. Like, on my 18th birthday, we couldn't even celebrate. Like,
Have you spoken to them since?
yeah, I always contact them.
Poor
They
baby.
never really contact me back. I
So,
don't know their phone number or their email. I just contact a friend who's close to my biological parents since she was with me since I was a baby. I usually contact her, but she doesn't really contact back, which is awkward. So yeah.
all right. So listen, miss, if anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate,
Makes you sick.
do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yeah. I don't know how to use Cash App though.
Well, do you have one?
Yeah.
What is it? We'll talk after the video. I'll show you how to use it, but something tells me people are gonna be kind of concerned about this particular interview. All right, so we got your Cash App right here. All right, sweetie. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions, and we definitely wish you nothing but the best out here. Okay?
Yep.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
You too.
All right. To drop you off.
With this girl having autism, these people deserve to be in jail. Because there's no way someone with autism should be pushed out on the streets. Like, anything can happen to her going forward. Who knows what's going to happen? And I am speechless because I can't believe there are individuals this sick and there's people out here this terrible. Like, you got to be an awful human being to do this to somebody like this sweet, sweet girl. Like, she's hurting, she's confused. I mean, she don't even really seem to know how to take care of herself. If you notice, she mentioned the fact that they never allowed her to have friends, so she has no connection with anybody. So basically, she's saying, I get it that you don't want me once I turn 18 because by law, yeah, I'm an adult and like I have to take care of myself. But at least if I have friends, I can have somebody to connect with. She has no connections. She's literally out there alone. And it just makes you sick to your stomach that there are folks like this out in the world. Like, and I wish her nothing the best. I thank God and I just want to just shout out to Atlanta Streets interviews for doing this to bring awareness to people who are homeless and how they get here because, like, sometimes things are out of your control and you find yourself in a bad position. But I pray that somebody helps her out and that she gets off the streets someday soon. Tap in with your thoughts. Let me know what you think.